A retrograde Saturn in 10th house. If you have a retrograde Saturn in your 10th house, it clearly shows pending karma related to your profession, career, status, and recognition. So, what is the 10th house? We all know that 10th house represents the public, like 4th house is the total opposite. It is your home, your mother, your home environment. So, 10th is just the opposite, that is the public domain. And when you have a retro Saturn, so it shows that you have a lot of pending karma in the public life, in the public domain. So this Saturn gives you a restless energy to do a lot of work related to the public. So you can see career in public domain like in service, or it can also make you a big public personality. So it all depends on the sign placement also. So whenever you have a retrograde Saturn, what happens? Retro means it's going backward. So in your past life, things related to the 10th house were ignored. Maybe you ignored things related to the public, you had some obligations, but those were left undone. So that's why you have got a retro Saturn showing a lot of karma related to your 10th house. 10th house also represents our father. So it can also give you a very strict and disciplined father. It makes sense. Why do we get disciplined parents? Suppose maybe a child did not was not so responsible in his or her past life. So in this life, that child will get a disciplined and Saturnic parent in order to teach the child that you need to be serious, you need to fulfill your responsibilities towards your society, yes, towards the society, towards public. So you may get a strict father. In some cases, this retrograde Saturn also may show the absence of the father. Absence of the father in the sense that suppose your ideal father is someone else, but the father you got, his guidance, his support, that support and guidance that you expect is missing, might be missing. So that can be seen in some cases. And profession may be related to public life, public domain, social work. You may do some social activity helping the society. So yeah, and if some planet is aspecting the 10th house from the 6th, it also can show service sector. Yes, because service obviously it's a trinal house, right? 2, 6, and 10, they are related. So service related profession, suppose there are different nakshatra placements also can give you different types of predictions. So yeah, and there's one more thing. A retrograde planet always acts according to its own terms. For example, in some cases, suppose there's a retrograde Saturn in the 10th house and the person actually needs to be a professional. Yes, if a person works independently, that's better for him. But suppose, yes, you may say that, but I also have a retrograde Saturn, but I'm working, I have a job. Yes, you may have a job, but a retrograde Saturn will always use its own brain. Like it will not just follow orders blindly, it will always reason out things, then it will always have its own judgment, it will use its intellect, it will not just follow anyone's orders blindly. Yes, so a retrograde Saturn internalizes its energy, like it has the self, it can give you self reflection capacity. Yes, so a retrograde Saturn always makes you a bit different from the crowd, it can make you a bit different, like you think differently, you can have some different set of karma also, like you have a different kind of energy. Yes, that can be seen. So what happens, especially the sign placement, that matters. For example, a debilitated Saturn, well, a person will get a debilitated Saturn if he has, suppose, a lesser amount of karma. But suppose if someone has an exalted Saturn there, a retro exalted Saturn, like it's in Libra, to it shows completely that that person needs to fulfill a lot of obligations towards the society. Yes, it can make one a public persona also, and it shows immense amount of responsibilities towards the society. So this type of person will always have to start from scratch. Yes, like in most cases what happens, suppose because in the Kalpurush Kundli, the 10th house is the sign of Capricorn and it is ruled by Saturn itself. So Saturn shows very prominent karma in the 10th house. Yes. So this, it's not like suppose you can get away with this karma very easily. Whenever the Saturn dasha Sarisati will come, so this 10th house will be triggered and then you have to fulfill your obligations. Like you don't have to go and chase your karma, it will come, it will come by itself. Universe will send you whatever work you have to do. So yes, what happens when, yes, but you have to start from scratch. In many cases it is seen that suppose first you were working, maybe you were working under someone and then you got promoted, and your jobs may also change. Like it's not that you will get your dream job at once. Yes, because Saturn causes a lot of delays and obstacles, as we all have heard. So Saturn, but yes, it gives you slow growth. Like yes, it will give you slow growth, but the growth, the experience that one gets, like serves you the whole life. Yes, it can even make you a very big personality. It can give you a lot of patience, it gives you a lot of patience, tolerance. It will definitely make you a very good personality towards the end. Yes. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching.